Hi guys, and thank you for watching this video. Just a quick heads up on what we're going to accomplish if you're going to watch these video series. Tuts on how to make a beautiful website. Here is the first one. It has a minimalistic style. This will be your website title on the left side. And on the right side will be your navigation menu. Then you have the feature post. Then a little summary on the right portion. You also have these 3 columns of your article summary. And then footer design. Now, let's proceed to the second design. Here it is. It's about the latest game, so I include the latest game images available. You have the logo on the left side, which consists of beautiful font. And on the right side, will be your navigation menu. And at the top of the navigation menu is your contact number being displayed, so that it will be noticeable for everyone. Then, you have this picture slide. I'm a fan of Final Fantasy, because I think it's cool. But, of course you can change this with your own design. Then, another title here. Then we have the 6 thumbnails for the latest games on left side. And on the right side is the GTA 5 beautiful girl. You can replace these images whatever you like. Or you can replace it with an ads. Then we have another title again. Then a short article. I used lorem ipsum for the texts. Then on the right side is the beautiful Miss Citri, one of my favorite hand game. Then lastly the footer design. This will be our final project by the end of these video series. But for now let's do a quick review on the basics, then we're going to build it step by step. Let's start. Tuts on how to create beautiful website. Are you ready? Let's get it on. What is HTML? HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. HTML describes the structure of web pages using markup. HTML elements are the building blocks of HTML pages. HTML elements are represented by tags. HTML tags label pieces of content such as heading, paragraph, table, and so on. Browsers do not display the HTML tags, but use them to render the content of the page. A simple HTML document. Example explained. The not-doc type HTML declaration defines this document to be HTML5. The HTML element is the root element of an HTML page. The head element contains meta information about the document. The title element specifies a title for the document. The body element contains the visible page content. The H1 element defines a large heading. The P element defines a paragraph. So, I will create a folder for our project later on. We will begin building our website after we're done with HTML5 basics or a quick review of HTML5. For the editor I will be using Sublime Text. You can use Notepad++ or similar HTML editor that you have. I don't recommend using an ordinary notepad which you can find on your operating system if you are using Windows. I will open up the Sublime. I will zoom it, so that you will clearly see anything I type. And we have to save it right away even though we haven't typed anything yet. Click on File, Save As. Then a window will pop out. If you open an editor for the first time, usually it will pop up this Save As dialog box. Now, I will going to save it in the desktop for our example purposes, so, I will name this now as first_page.html. You have to remember, you should save it with an extension of .html. Now, type in less than, exclamation doc type greater than sign. This declaration represents the document type, and helps browsers to display web pages correctly. It must only appear once, at the top of the page, before any HTML tags. The doc type declaration is not case sensitive. The doc type declaration for HTML is less than, exclamation doc type greater than. All HTML documents must start with a document type declaration, doc type HTML. The HTML document itself begins with HTML and ends with /HTML. So, since it's not case sensitive, any of these will surely work. However, most developers who build websites use the first style type, which is uppercase doc type, and then the lowercase HTML. Always remember to save the file, every time you make changes to the file. It is better to make it a habit. I will minimize it, let's see it in the browser. Double-click the first page.html. As you can see, nothing appears. Since we didn't type anything in the body section of our HTML. We have to remember the structure of the HTML page. It always starts with doc type HTML. Then the opening tag HTML. The opening and closing head. The opening and closing body. Then lastly the closing tag for HTML. The visible part of the HTML document is between body and /body. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you on the next part of these series of video tutorials. And don't forget to share it to your friends, family, and everyone else, because I believe that information should be free for everyone, rich or poor. So, if you find this tutorial useful, feel free to leave a message in the comment section below, and please subscribe to my channel.